It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, a familiar face for the other sideline, a guy drafted first overall the year the Rams moved back to L.A. And the face of the franchise really for 5 seasons, Jared Goff. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Goff now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
From the gun, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Goff now looking to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Goff now looks to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bates' kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now that'll be caught by Cup. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Play action. Stafford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Under pressure, they got him again. Aiden Hutchinson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Patrick left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter. 1st
down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First run now for Kyron Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit back in possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw is Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now it's Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down in defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
To the right side and intercepted. There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. David Montgomery and the Lions about set to begin this next series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard into the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you...
Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Now Goff.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That's complete to the Porter.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's the gain of 16 yards. And the Rams first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Demarcus Robinson from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And partner,
we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball?
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Goff now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Rams 1st down.
Throwing again is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
This 2nd and 4.
Stafford.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now here is another interception.
And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Recovered by Detroit.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
They start the second half here with Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. To throw is Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Alex Anzalone, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
3rd and 2.
Stafford now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, what you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover.
Back to throw, Stafford.
A quick pass to Kupp.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Another shot now for this Lions offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Play action. It's Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Montgomery going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Aiden Hutchinson
In there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting to...
And my goodness, another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. After the interception, here's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out now come the Lions.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Williams going to get it again on second down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 7.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Goff. Complete to right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Throwing again is Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Goff.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Just off the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here is third down and 4.
Now Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Up the middle, it's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.